And remember, in the
On the fence, the senior number 15 from Canton, Michigan, Jack Williams Lowe. Also on the fence, the sophomore number 6 from Rockford, Michigan, Tara Worthless. And one for the senior number 14, the bride of White Lake, Michigan, Nicole LaFlame. That's the the Bulldogs, a freshman number 5 from Chicago, Illinois, Kristen Lavelle. And the other award, a junior number 12 from Hernando, Mississippi, Jesse Rushing. The Bulldogs are coached by Mr. Redberger and assisted by Spencer Bonomo.
Hernando.
Hello and welcome to the Arrington Ice Arena. My name is Gabriel Schrei. I'm here live alongside Ian Wendt, bringing you ACHA Division I Women's Hockey. Ian and I are very excited for tonight's matchup between the University of Michigan Wolverines and the Adrian College Bulldogs. Ian, we've been getting ready for this game all day long, making our picks, talking about this matchup. How do you think this game is going to play out tonight? Who are some of your picks for players of the game? What's going to happen out here on this ice?
This is going to be a great matchup tonight between a couple very good teams. For Adrian College, I'm going to be looking at the leading point getter for the Bulldogs, number 13, Nicole Parody. She has 5 points, 3 goals, 2 assists, one of those on the power play. And on defense, I'm looking at Paige Foucault, 1 assist, 1 point. I'll see how she can do on the defensive end.
And we'll get started right here. Bulldogs winning the faceoff, already headed down into U of M territory. Now the Wolverines trying to turn things around. Unable to do so as the Bulldogs keep possession in Wolverine territory. Throwing an early shot on net right there is Jessica Rushing. Bulldogs now creating some space. Pass is taken away, and the Wolverines now crossing the red line, putting the puck down into Bulldog territory. And they'll just get a change here. Battle down on the boards quickly ends. LaBelle coming away with it, trying to chip it down over the blue line. Bulldogs retain possession. Rebellis misses the pass right there, stays in Bulldog territory. Wolverines get the turnover. Even match here, 2-on-2. Nobody comes out ahead. Bit of contact right there. Bulldogs trying to get it into neutral territory. They do. Great forechecking right there by the Wolverines. Rebellis now with the puck. Had a chance there, but unable to make a move on that Wolverine defender. The Wolverines take the puck away, but a slap shot by Fry keeps it down in Wolverine territory. Wolverines now bringing it down into Bulldog territory. Bulldogs taking the puck. Great pass right there under pressure. Fry with the puck now. Little bit of deking right there. Can't make the move. Battle down on the boards. Wolverines come away with it. Bulldogs get the puck right back. Wolverines trying to forecheck here. Nice tipped pass right there. Bulldogs retain it. No, Wolverines. They're going to keep it down in Bulldog territory thanks to that great forecheck. Allison Dungy just chips this puck away from the goal here. Bulldogs get the puck again. Now heading up across the red line, the puck. Down in Wolverine territory, Bulldogs unable to maintain possession there. Great job on the forecheck by Alicia Tate, keeping the puck down in Wolverine territory right there. Possession looks like it's going to change to the Bulldogs here. It does not. Wolverines keeping the puck down in Bulldog territory. There we go, Ian. 2.5 minutes into the game here. Now I'm going to give you my picks real quick for player of the game. Mercedes Rise of the University of Michigan Wolverines. 2 goals this season. No assist, 2 points. She's very quick. Coach Brett Berger said to watch out for her. And when we come back to another break, I'll talk about who my Bulldog player of the game is going to be.
A very wide open first couple minutes here at the Arlington Ice Arena. Very aggressive forechecking by the Wolverines. And what makes that effective is their defensemen are holding the blue line, what they call it. They're pinching right up on the boards. When they get the puck back off a turnover or from a forward, they're just slapping it back in and going back to work.
Now down in Bulldog territory, fighting for the puck. Valerie Twig coming away with it. Trying to get it up to the blue line, and they do, but the Wolverines with a great forecheck, forcing the turnover right there. Puck goes up in the air. Alicia Tate brings it down, catching it in midair. Bulldogs coming down, bringing heat here on the forecheck. Puck chipped back into U of M territory. Bulldogs now with the puck in neutral territory, just dipping this one down. Unable to keep it down in Wolverine territory. Adrian College has the puck again. Stick out there in the middle of the Bulldog territory, Ian. Bulldogs now down in Wolverine territory. Chipping this one towards the net, and it's deflected away. Bulldogs trying to keep the puck down here. Still in enemy territory now. Tara Werbellis with the puck. Dumps this one down behind the net. A little bit of a battle on the boards. Looks like the Wolverines are going to come away with it. No, a good turnover right there on the Bulldogs. Bulldogs getting a change here. Wolverines come up with the puck. Pressure coming from the Bulldogs. Bulldogs get the turnover right there. Nice turnover on the forecheck. Bulldogs throwing a shot on net. Nice save by the goalie. Paige Floco coming up with the puck right there. There's an attack on the net, but a good job by the goalie making the save in the corner. And the Bulldogs won't have to retreat to their territory here. They'll do a good job of keeping pressure down in Wolverine territory. LaBelle chipping that one for LaFlame. LaFlame not there. Pass is missed at center ice. Paige Volko coming up with the puck down on the blue line, retreating into Bulldog territory. Wolverines coming with a real aggressive forecheck, and it's going to pay off. They're going to keep the puck down here in Bulldog territory. Bulldogs immediately reverse that, bringing the puck down into Wolverine territory. Attacking the net now. Bit of a scrum in front of the net, and the goalie's going to fall on this one to freeze the puck.
Despite the pressure that Michigan's putting on the Adrian College Bulldog defense, we're getting all the chances. Shots are 3-0 Adrian. So we're doing a great job at counterattacking, hitting some nice clean passes in the center of the ice, and going back on the attack.
You know, talking to Coach Brett Berger before the game, he says he thinks they've split every series they've ever played with U of M. So he said it would be big for him and his career in this team here, as well as Adrian College as a whole, to win this series here this weekend.
Would you call this a rivalry or, oh, what a big hit on the boards.
Well, it's a rivalry now.
I felt that up here. Oh, my goodness.
I felt that, too. That shook the whole stands here at the Arrington. Bulldogs now with the puck down in Wolverine territory again. Good job by the Wolverines chipping that one down into Bulldog territory. Fry jumps over that one as the change is not complete yet. Dipping this one back around behind the net. Almost some big contact right there. Fry just spinning away from the hit. Scoops her stick back up. Wolverines attacking the net. Number 3 of the Wolverines, Camila Vercalone, with the attack right there on the net. And a great save by Allison Dungy.
It's a nice save. Very physical game. They just picked up the intensity in the last couple minutes. I guess that's what happens when you're playing an in-state school.
Only 3-on-1 shots on net so far. Bulldogs leading with 3 to Wolverines 1, which is interesting considering the level of aggression and how much presence there's been deep into each team's territory here. A lot of action down on the slot and in front of the crease. And we got a penalty here on the Bulldogs. Bulldogs come away right here, winning the faceoff. The Wolverines will get the turnover, looking for the wraparound. Unable to do so. Good defense by Paige Foco. Good pick right there, Ian, playing good defense early. Wolverines get the centering pass, but it goes wide of the net. Wolverines with a wraparound attempt, and a nice save by Allison Dungy right there.
That was a nice job of protecting the post. That's what you need to do when you're a keeper and the puck is behind you. You have to know what side it's on. You got to skate side to side, guard that post. Don't let that wraparound attempt get in.
That was a close one right there. Good job by Allison Dungy making the last-minute save. Wolverines win the face-off here. Kirsten LaBelle taking the face-off for the Bulldogs. Shot on net. Valerie Twig doesn't care. Twig fighting for the puck now on the boards after that nice save. The Wolverines will come away with it 2-on-1. Tara Werbellis. Tough defender to get around, but the Wolverines make a nice move right there. Wraparound attempt. Allison Dungy foils that one. Wolverines coming again. Werbellis has the puck pinned on the board. She's not going to let anyone have this. The Wolverines managed to dig that one out somehow right there. Boy, they were really scratching and clawing for that one, Ian. There's the shot attempt. Dungy easily knocks that one away. She was ready for it. Werbellis comes away with a puck. Gets chipped up in the air. Wolverines still fighting for it. Bulldogs really got to try and keep this one out of their territory here. Shot on net, bounces high and wide. Wolverines still going to keep this one in Bulldog territory. Throwing a shot on net just wide of the pipe. Dungy was screened there, and she didn't see that one coming. Wolverines trying to chip out the centering pass right here. Tara Werbellis, vicious defense down there. 2-on-1, and she is just tough to get the puck away from. Look at her work down there along the boards. You got to admire that work ethic. Wolverines looking for the centering pass here, foiled by Valerie Twig. What defensive play, Ian. Wolverines chipping the puck out to their teammates. They're going to stay in Bulldog territory. Ian, they've been down here for almost the entire power play.
Nice aggressive forecheck for that full 2 minutes. But give credit to the Bulldog defenders, hugging the net, hugging the post, preventing several scoring opportunities.
And at the end of the power play right there, where Bellis picked off a great centering pass to foil another scoring attempt. She had a great defensive series before she got the change right there. Bulldogs coming down into Wolverine territory, but Tate gets the puck away from her right there. Staying at the red line now with the puck. Forecheck, very aggressive for the Wolverines. Bulldogs now attacking. The Wolverines get the turnover. One-on-one opportunity here. Is she fast enough? Nice play by Paige Foco. Ian, I think you had the money pick right there for Defensive Player of the Game pregame.
Yeah, that was a great play. She tried to get the puck between her legs. She was having none of that.
And as you'll see here, the Bulldogs Staying in Wolverine territory, down along behind the net. Valerie Twig with a puck now. Chipping it back up towards the blue line. Shot on net goes wide to the left. Bulldogs maintaining possession here. Shipping the puck around, looking for space. Twig tries to make a move there. Nice job by the Wolverine defender, chipping that one down into Bulldog territory. But the Bulldogs do an even better job of keeping the puck down there for a moment, giving themselves the opportunity to get a change. Twig stopping the puck at the red line. Wolverine defender harassing her. Wolverines keeping the puck down here in Bulldog territory. No, wait, Bulldogs coming back down into Wolverine territory. Wolverines trying to keep the puck down in Bulldog territory. All kinds of fights down here in Wolverine territory. And there's a shot right there, but it just goes wide of the net. The University of Michigan has done a great job fighting for possession and keeping Adrian College from creating big plays here in the first period.
And they need to keep doing that because Adrian's chances are, aside from that power play, much greater. They're actually moving the puck around very well, getting some shots on net.
Hustling down the ice for the puck, but they're going to call icing here. This has been a wonderful first period, very energetic. And Paige Flocco was just a monster down there on defense.
Yeah, for the first 10 minutes and 3 seconds, Jessica Fabro and Miss Foucault are playing a fantastic defensive match. They know exactly where their defensive partner is, making the right plays and the right passes.
Wolverines trying to get a shot on net there, but Adrian College having none of it. Adrian College fighting down by the red line. Taken down hard right there. Werbellis fighting for the puck, but the 2-on-1 match is too much for her this time. University of Michigan picked off by Werbellis. Werbellis is all over the ice. I can't stop saying her name. U of M chipping it down into Bulldog territory. Nicole LaFlame gets on the puck right there, but Werbellis is the one who comes up with a turnover for the Bulldogs. U of M keeping it in Bulldog territory. Shot goes wide of the net. The Wolverines throwing a shot right there, but it goes wide again. Now the puck coming back down into University of Michigan territory. LaBelle tripped up right there, no call. Didn't look intentional, however. University of Michigan with the puck now. Pressure coming from LaFlame. LaFlame still after the puck here. It's down on the boards, and Kirsten LaBelle has it. Kirsten LaBelle taken down again. Not sure about that one, Ian. U of M now with the puck, chipping it down towards the blue line, but they lose it. Paige Flocco comes up with the puck here, chipping it across to her partner, up to Hardy. Hardy loses the puck at the blue line. University of Michigan takes advantage of that, chipping it down into Bulldog territory. We've already played 12 minutes here in the first period, Ian.
Yeah, very high flying, very few face-offs. As we get a second, I don't know if you can see it from up here on your monitor or your TV screen, wherever you're watching. Adrian's paying a tribute to Breast Cancer Awareness Month all October. You see some players with the pink stick tape and all the Bulldogs with little pink tape on the back of their skates.
And that's very important. I'm glad to see that. And that's just part of the class we see here overall at Adrian College. Now Summer Fry with the puck coming down into Wolverine territory. Chipping it down along the boards. Fighting for the puck now. Wolverines are going to gain possession here. Can they get it out of their territory? Another scrum down on the boards. And here they go. University of Michigan is picked off by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs looking to create space now. Unable to do so. The Wolverines coming up with the puck here, and they're going to be able to get this out of their territory. No! Bulldogs come up with another turnover. Puck down across towards the blue line. Picked off yet again. Shot on net just goes wide. A great save by the goalkeeper of the University of Michigan Wolverines right there, Ian.
That was a great save and not a very good turnover in your own zone if you're Michigan. You got to see that pass before you make it. Just a very heads-up play by Adrian College.
Looked like a great stick lift by the U of M Wolverines on Kaylee Harnan right there to keep her from getting the puck right in front of the slot. That's another thing the University of Michigan has done very well here tonight. They are very protective of the crease and the slot. They don't let anyone in front of the net, especially up close. What about that stick handling right there? Is that Tara Werbellis? She looks like Brad Coburn down there, coming up with a turnover, dekes around the defender. Now behind the net, wraparound attempt. The goaltender chips that one away. The University of Michigan coming up with a puck here. U of M retaining the puck. Chipping it down off the boards. Werbellis with another big play. Kaylee Hardy had possession for a moment. U of M causing the turnover. Really fighting for possession down there in front of the penalty box. Hardy with a great job trying to block the pass, but it goes between her legs. Smooth move by the Wolverine player right there. Good defense by Jacqueline Lowe. Here comes the attempt by the Wolverine player, and it is chipped in. 1-0 University of Michigan. How about that play right there, Ian?
That was a nice effort by the forechecking forwards from the University of Michigan. Another sloppy clearing attempt by Adrian College. Couple unlucky bounces. Puck goes in the top 90.
I believe that was Sarah Lather right there. Did that look like number 8 to you?
Might have been.
I believe that was Sarah Lather who took the centering pass and made a big deal out of it with a nice top shelf shot right there. Now down in U of M territory, trying to make up for that first goal. Wolverines come up with another turnover attempt right here. Nice save right there by the goalkeeper of the Bulldogs, Allison Dungy, using her knee pad to get in the way. How about that one, Ian?
That was a fantastic save. That was one-on-one goalkeeper and shooter. She didn't bite on that move to the middle. Stuck her left pad out, made a great save.
I'm going to need a glass of water after that one because now I'm sweating. That was stressful. Fighting for the puck down along the boards, chipped towards the net. Valerie Twigg trying to keep this one out of the slot. Unable to. Wolverines doing a great job on the forecheck here. Coming up with a turnover. U of M chipping it back down towards the Bulldogs' blue line. Valerie Twigg says no. Down back deep into Michigan territory behind the goaltender. The Wolverines lose the puck. The Bulldogs now attacking. Bulldogs on the forecheck, trying to keep it down in Wolverine territory. Tara Werbellis taking that one. Chipping it down behind the goaltender. Tara Werbellis on the D right there. Chipped across, but Jacqueline Lowe picks it off. And Lowe puts it back to Werbellis, who makes some more nice stick moves. Down into U of M territory. Here's the shot on net, and a nice save by the netminder right there. Back up to Lowe. Lowe, long lead. Shot right there, just going wide of the net. U of M chipping this down across the red line. Werbellis racing to the puck, and she keeps this one down just in front of the Bulldogs' blue line. Chipping this one way down. Bulldogs on the forecheck now. In pursuit, Bulldog defender unable to create the turnover. And they're going to flag him for icing right there, Ian. We've almost played 17 minutes in the first period here. Bulldogs down 1-0 as the Wolverines have had a great offensive onslaught early on.
U of M's doing a great job again on the forecheck. I mentioned at the start of this game their defensemen are pinching on Adrian College's blue line, and when we try to make a clearing pass, they're knocking it down and getting more opportunities. So if you're Adrian, what you want to look for is possess the puck, crisp passing, and get to the center of the ice.
Hardy with a turnover right there down behind the blue line. Bulldogs going to keep it in Wolverine territory. AC fighting for the puck right here. Big battle on the boards. Looks like Tate has this one. Still fighting for it, but the Wolverines chip it down into AC territory. Twig now with the puck. Chipping it way across to Hardy, who makes a spin move to snag that puck before it hits the boards. And they're just going to have to cover this one up. For those of you just joining us, my name is Gabriel Schrein. I'm here live alongside Ian Wendt. We're bringing you ACHA Division I Women's Hockey. Excited to be here in the Arrington Ice Arena tonight as the Bulldogs take on the University of Michigan Wolverines. Wolverines up with the puck now, but unable to keep it down in Bulldog territory. Bulldogs with puck in their own territory. A real aggressive forecheck attack right here, but the Bulldogs are going to get it out of there. Almost a trip right there on LaBelle. LaBelle with a nice move, and that looked like a trip to me, but once again, no call. Here we go, U of M now on the attack. 2-on-1. Wolverines still with the puck down in AC territory. Chipping this one out. Now we have a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Bulldogs. This could be big. Chipping the puck top shelf. Nice save by the netminder right there. Rebellis unable to stop this one. Jacqueline Lowe all alone. Chipping it up out of Bulldog territory. Now into Wolverines territory where they take possession. U of M with a puck now. AC with a nice forecheck attempt. And it's going to be successful as they turn over the puck right here. LaFlame loses the puck, and it's chipped down into AC territory. And that's going to be icing right there.
That was a result of good offensive pressure there by Adrian College, intercepting the initial clearing attempt, forcing a panic play a little bit by the Wolverines. They just slapped it down the other end of the ice.
Minute and 20 left here in the first period. Bulldogs fighting for the puck. Wolverines coming away with it. Bulldogs get the puck, centering pass! Wonderful centering pass right there! The Bulldogs chip this one into the left side of the net. And if I'm not mistaken, Ian, that looked like number 17 of the Bulldogs, Lauren Hughes, who was Coach Brett Berger's player to watch tonight. Was that Lauren Hughes or am I blind?
No, that was 17, I believe. What a great front net presence by Adrian College, all set up by the icing call. Looks like we're going to see a replay of that here.
Yeah. And that was a great, see that pass right there? Great job by the Bulldogs getting the goal. Thank you, Dan, for the replay. That was wonderful. Back to live action now. Bulldogs have the puck down in U of M territory. Trying to keep it there, but it's picked off. Now coming down to the AC zone. Bulldogs with a puck. Foco with a nice pass, tipped. And the Bulldogs lose possession. Only for a moment, however. Puck in AC territory, desperately fighting to get it into the neutral zone and get it out of their area. AC still with the puck. Lots of contact down on the boards here. Looks like a scrum down in the corner. Shoots out of there. Bulldogs with it. Putting one off the boards. Wolverines keep it down here. Only 3 seconds left in the first period, and time will just run off the clock here. Ian, as time expires, what an incredible first period. Tied 1-1. University of Michigan Wolverines, Adrian College Bulldogs. What are you looking for going into the second period here?
I hope more of the same. We got a little bit of everything. We had speed, a lot of back and forth action, a couple power plays, very good defensive effort, and they made most of their chances.
This is Adrian College Ice Hockey. We'll be right back for the second period. Welcome back to the Arrington Ice Arena. My name is Gabriel Schrei. I'm here live alongside Ian Wendt. Excited to be bringing you Bulldog hockey. In that first period, we saw 1-1, one for the Wolverines, one for the Bulldogs. Great play all around. What are you looking for here in the second period?
I'm looking for a few cleaner passes from both teams when they're trying to clear out their own zone. Adrian needs to counter what Michigan's doing defensively with their defensemen specifically. Like I said earlier, getting the puck to the middle of the ice and start their offense from there. For Michigan, you got to keep leaning on your goalkeeper. She's made a couple great saves tonight, keeping her team in this hockey game.
Here we go. Second period action here live from the Arrington Ice Arena. Looks like the Bulldogs will win this first face-off. Puck goes right out of the rink. So we'll immediately see another face-off here. Only 7 seconds into this second period. Right on the nose of Bruiser right there. Another battle for the puck. Wolverines winning it this time. Checking down into Bulldog territory. Rebellis coming away with the puck. Turned over again. Wolverines shot on net. Nice save right there. Dungy with an early save. Possession being battled for down in Bulldog territory. The last place. AC wants the fight for the puck to happen right there in the slot. Rebellis gaining control of the puck now. Down behind the crease. Chipping it up, and it goes right back down behind the crease. Wolverines fighting for the puck. They're going to pick that one off. Down behind the net. Chipping it back and forth, trying to create a lane. Unable to do so. Here comes the U of M. In the end, the puck squeezes out into neutral territory. Bulldogs chipping it down and getting a change. A full change, if I do add. Whole set of fresh legs here on the ice. Hardy chasing the puck, unable to pick off the pass right there. Nice stick lift, results in a turnover down in Bulldog territory. Resetting for the attack here. Tate across the red line. Off the boards, Paige Foco with it. Throwing a shot on net, easy, saved by the netminder right there. U of M trying to get out of their territory. Bulldogs still fighting for it. Play blown dead right there. Ian, what do you think of this second period so far?
Well, I think it's the same way we kind of started the first period of this hockey game. Very high-flying, back and forth, counter-punch after counter-punch after counter-punch.
LaBelle chipping the puck down in U of M territory. Wolverines trying to get this one out of their zone here. Still fighting for the puck here. Nice save right there by the netminder, and that'll do it.
Great effort by the forwards for the Bulldogs on that shift, not allowing Michigan to clear the puck, and they'll force a face-off in Wolverine territory.
Bulldogs winning the draw here. Twig chipping the puck back down, but the Wolverines keep this one out of their zone. Nice forecheck by U of M right here. And we're going to see another face-off already. This one right in the center ice. U of M winning this one. Ian, both netminders playing great so far here tonight. Who do you think has had the better performance of the two netminders?
Boy, it's easy to say that the one who's stopped the most shots is having a better night, and I think that's the case. Adrian's had a lot more genuine A-plus scoring chances. She's been able to shut them down for the most part.
Bulldogs back in their own zone here. Chipping it up across the red line. They lose it. U of M putting the puck down into the neutral zone. Twig really fighting to keep possession right there, unable to do so. U of M fighting for the puck down on the boards, unable to keep it. Summer Fry now across the blue line, has a great chance right here, deking a little bit. There's the shot on net, and it goes just wide. Nice save by the goalie right there, Ian.
Another excellent save on another great scoring chance for Adrian College.
Hardy unable to force the turnover right there, and that's going to be icing. 4 minutes played here in the second period. Shots 11-7. Adrian College leading the battle for shots on net. 1-1.
Something to look out for the Bulldogs. Their last goal was scored off a Michigan Wolverine icing, so we'll see what they can do here.
So like right here, it'd be nice to get a full frame of the puck drop, but if a shot goes on net,
A delay on the face-off right here. Coach Berger doesn't look happy. Wolverines getting a change right there. Robellis coming away with a puck. Nice centering pass. A little bit of confusion there, and this one's just going to be covered by the netminder of the Wolverines.
Tough luck there for Adrian College as a quick possession turns into another face-off. U of M allowed to change their players, get some fresh legs out on the ice. All 6 of them.
Fighting for possession here. Bulldogs unable to maintain it. Wolverines really want to get this one out of their territory here to avoid a lead change. Puck bounces way up over all 4 players at center ice, but makes it down into Bulldog territory. Robellis, the only defender on that side. Fighting 2 different Wolverine players. Bulldogs come away with a puck. Nice moves here out across the blue line, down over the center line. Chipping this one down into U of M territory. 2 Bulldogs get a change. Michigan trying to chip this one out of there, and the goaltender is just going to have to cover this one.
Great pressure in the first 4 minutes for Adrian College. Keeping much of the action over here to our right, putting the pressure on the U of M defenders.
They've done a great job of really bringing the heat here in the second period. Something they didn't do so much in the first period. They just had a couple of really good shots.
yeah, I just have the dial set up too high.
Wolverines with the puck now. Trying to get it out of Michigan territory. Bulldogs chipping this puck all around. Back up just outside the red circle. And the Bulldogs have a great forecheck going right here. Can they keep it going? They cannot. Wolverines penetrating Bulldog territory. Puck sliding way down behind the net. Shot on goal right there. Hits the side of the net. Easy save by Allison Dungy right there. She covers this one up. 6 minutes played.
I was watching throughout the first period and here in the first 5 minutes of the second. I'm loving this defensive pair of number 9, Jessica Fabro, and number 10, Paige Foucault. They are just in sync, especially on the defensive end. I'd really like to see one of them get a point or 2 in this game.
Big scrum in front of the net right here. And it looks like the puck is frozen. So we'll see a face-off in Bulldog territory. Big scrum right there, Ian.
A nice, big scrum down there by the keeper. Nice job by her just laying down. If the puck's under her, She's not sliding around. The puck won't accidentally go in the net. Nice awareness between the pipes.
Bulldogs fighting down on the boards here. Coming away with the puck. The Wolverines for a moment, but the Bulldogs get the turnover. And again, U of M has the puck. Battle for possession in neutral territory. Who's going to come away with it in the end? Still unclear as the puck is being chipped down into U of M territory. There's a slap shot, and it goes a couple foot wide. Brings the goalie all the way out of the net. Could have been a great scoring opportunity right there had a Bulldog been in position. AC chipping the puck down into U of M territory. U of M stopping that one along the boards. Way across to the opposite side. Twig back over the blue line with it. Nice job by the Wolverines getting that one out of their own zone there, forcing the Bulldogs to retreat and reset. Nice move right there. Bulldogs chipping this one down, getting a change. Only one player on the ice for the Bulldogs for just a moment. Now they've gotten a change. Pressure coming down along the boards. Nice poke check right there. Puck bounces out. Wolverines get it right back. U of M trying to get the puck out of their territory. Unable to do so. Nice defense by Hardy. Hardy with the puck here. Has a chance. Slap shot right there. And an easy save by the netminder. The net is knocked off. And that'll end play.
I think someone's going to get a power play out of that little scrum.
I think there was a penalty right there, but I didn't want to say it yet. Not sure who's coming to the box yet here. Looks like a U of M player. Is that number 4 of the Wolverines? That looks like number 4 of the Wolverines, Caroline Inman. I'm still not convinced that was number 4. I can't see from up here. I apologize. Could have been Leah Harrington as well. Looked like a number 5 from what I can see. Focal across the ice right here. Bulldogs still with the puck. There's an easy wraparound attempt, but the netminder does a good job of sealing that up last minute. Bulldogs are patient and don't take the shot. Passing it around now, trying to create space. Down on the boards, Hardy with the puck. Deking a little bit. Tries to pass it right back to her teammate does, and it's picked off by a U of M defender. Losing her balance, trying to get the puck out of there. Wolverines come away with it. Wrestling match down on the boards for the puck right there. Right to the center of the slot. And this one slides up behind the net. Battle behind the crease does not continue as the puck slides over to the corner. Hardy fighting alongside Vuoko for the puck. Way across to the opposite corner. Chipping this one out is U of M, but the Bulldogs keep it down in their territory. Nice move right there to keep the puck here. Centering pass. Fabro with a shot and a second one. And that second save was a really good one. And here's another shot, and this one goes wide. That second save was a nice glove save for U of M. Across the ice to Fuoco. Fighting with a puck here to keep it down in their territory. Tate chipping it back behind the net to Rushing. Passing display right here. Trying to find another open player. Dishing the puck off, and there's a wrist shot. Nice save right there by U of M's netminder.
If that type of shot's going to work, wrister from the low slot, you're going to need someone in front of the net, causing havoc, maybe setting a screen. But I like the effort. Nice looking power play so far by the Bulldogs.
Face off right here. Puck gets chipped way up. Werbellis with a slap shot. Well, excuse me. Fighting for the puck down behind the crease. Werbellis again with a puck. Lowe kept this one down in U of M territory. Slap shot goal right there by LaFlame, there. It's chipped in. Called off immediately. I'm assuming goalie interference, it looks like. Are they calling that was interference on the netminder right there? Is that the call?
I think so. The referee waved it off almost as the puck crossed the red line.
He immediately waved that one off. Lauren Hughes appeared to have chipped that one in from the side, over the goaltender, but they called goalie interference right there. I didn't see it myself. Face off right here.
Excuse me, what?
Play immediately blown dead by the far official. He wanted to hear more of the song. I do like this song, Ian.
Yeah, I don't blame him for that.
Face off again won by U of M. U of M really going to work to get this one out of their zone here after almost 2 straight minutes of power play for the Bulldogs. We've almost played half of the second period. We're almost halfway through this matchup between the University of Michigan and the Adrian College Bulldogs. If you're just joining us, I'm Gabriel Schrein. I'm live here alongside Ian Wendt. Bulldogs chipping this one out. Keeping the puck down in U of M territory. Unable to do so here as it comes way across. Throwing a shot on net. This one goes wide as well. Back down into Adrian College territory here. Valerie Twig. Dishing this one way across to Hardy. Puck taken away from Hardy by a Wolverine defender. U of M doing a great job on the forecheck here. Keeping the Bulldogs sealed in their zone for almost 40 seconds now. Way back down into U of M territory, and it looks like the Wolverines are going to reset and retry an attack here. AC forces the turnover. Couple of sticks on that one. Changes course. Down by the boards. Unable to chip this one down into Bulldog territory at first, but on a second look, they are able to. U of M doing a great job of getting there. Forcing the netminder of the Bulldogs to make a save. Wrestling match down on the boards here. All kinds of pins as the puck is battled over. Down into U of M territory. Here comes Hardy and the Bulldogs. Puck being fought for. Chipping it across to center ice. Fabro with the puck here. Really using that positioning she has, that ability. Trying to get the centering pass, but it's stopped by a U of M defender. Across to center ice, looking like she's going to take the slap shot goal. Nice fake right there, deking down towards the net. A top shelf shot just goes over the net.
That was a dandy of a move right there. What a great effort. Faking the slap shot, spinning around the defender, and almost put one top shelf.
Ian, that was a beautiful shot right there. Great job by the offensive player of the Bulldogs. Parody has had a great game so far here tonight, and she is just an offensive threat all around for the Bulldogs down on the ice. Back down into U of M territory. Rushing, unable to get her stick on this one. Rebellis does. Rebellis dekes around the defender. Giving the Bulldogs second life here. Here's an attack on net, and the netminder has to fall on this one to keep a second chance effort from coming there.
That was another great move and another great save by the U of M keeper. Bulldogs looking a little looser there on the puck. Not looking to pass now, but looking to make moves. Getting good scoring chances.
Face off down in U of M territory. Bulldogs come away with this one. And they've been down here for most of the second period, really putting the heat on U of M. For them, it would be really nice to put a goal in. And if U of M does continue to foil their plot to put a goal up on the board, then you've really got to respect this netminder of the Wolverines and, of course, their entire defensive unit because they have just shut down in their zone. But the Bulldogs here have a 2-on-1 opportunity, rushing across to Kirsten LaBelle. What a save by the netminder right there. The netminder bears down and does a great job of chipping the puck high of the net. Rushing, put it back down in U of M territory. Rushing LaBelle and LaFlame, really bringing the heat right here. LaBelle taking the pass, nice move right there, great awareness. Chipping a shot on net, hoping she wasn't ready for it, is Rushing. And U of M will just freeze this one, giving both teams the opportunity to get a change.
Boy, almost back to back. Great chances for Adrian College. Nice work by their forwards, putting some moves on the U of M defenders. They just can't seem to get by that stone wall sitting there between the pipes.
Stone wall is a great way of putting it. She has done a great job here all night tonight. Chipping a shot towards the net right there. Great job by the defender keeping that one away. Twig down along the boards. Trying to buy her team some space. Last minute. Throwing of the stick right there. Try to put that one down towards the net. Bulldogs trying to keep this one in U of M territory. Regrouping for a moment. Forecheck unsuccessful, but they immediately get the turnover. U of M working to get this one out of their zone. Trying to end this offensive onslaught. I'll tell you, Ian, this Bulldog team is just a few bounces away from having the lead by more than just a few goals, but so is this U of M team as well. A lot of crisp, clean, just great opportunities here tonight, and these netminders have been doing an amazing job.
You said they've had great chances on both ends of the ice, but now you're going to look at shots on goal. U of M is doing a great job working the puck around, doing what they want to do offensively. They're just not getting pucks on net. Adrian's starting to get pucks on net, and it will show up on the scoreboard eventually.
Bulldogs throwing a shot on net here. Unable to put that one between the pipes. Still fighting for the puck. Hardy coming away with it. Tate with the puck right here. Hardy throwing a shot. Slap shot is saved by the goaltender.
I'll tell you what, 20 saves through not even 2 periods. It's a pretty solid performance in net.
You know, the U of M coach has to know coming here into the Arrington that he's really got to prepare, because every goalie that comes here in the Arrington is just shot up over and over with shots on net. U of M trying to keep this from becoming an attempt for the Bulldogs. LaFlame down to Rushing. Kicking the puck down to LaFlame. LaFlame trying to throw the centering pass, foiled by the U of M defender. Jacqueline Lowe up to Rushing with the puck here. Rushing fighting off 3 defenders at once for a moment there. The Wolverines finally come up with a turnover here. Down into Bulldog territory. Lowe in pursuit. Lowe pinning the defender on the boards. Looks like they're going to call a frozen puck right there. No, penalty on the Bulldogs. Number 5, Kirsten LaBelle headed to the box. She doesn't look happy. I don't think I would either.
Nope, that's what you might call a momentum killer. So this team has to not let that affect them too much. Just kill this penalty off, go back to doing what you're doing, throwing shots on net.
You never want a teammate in the no-no box. Face-off here in Bulldog territory. Horrible starting position. 4-on-5. Chipping this one down towards the blue line. U of M throwing a shot on net. This one goes wide by a few feet. U of M coming away with the puck. Squirting this one up to the blue line. All the way around behind the net. Bulldogs trying to keep this one. All the way back down across the blue line into Wolverine territory. Wolverines keeping this one across the red line. Fry coming up with a turnover here. Fry on the attack. Throwing this one down behind the net. Wolverines now with it. U of M unable to stop the forecheck from coming down and dipping this one back down into their territory. Bulldogs all over this offensive threat. Great forecheck here so far. Just burning time off the clock.
Yeah, in a way, this almost seems like U of M's relieved that Adrian College has a player off. It's like it relax a little bit. I mean, they've been playing defense this entire second period.
They have just done a great job on the forecheck, the Bulldogs have, and their offense has been really deadly. U of M now coming across the red line, colliding with its own teammates. Bulldogs chipping this one way down. Now the Wolverines have possession. And with only 15 seconds left here on this power play, they're going to need to make something happen quick, or they're going to have to go back on the defensive side of the puck. And there's the penalty kill right there. Bulldogs are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Personal about, we'll just get a change. Sending Alicia Tate down into their zone to help out. Tate chipping this one up. Bulldogs have a chance right here, trying to deke around the defenders, but the defenders ice that opportunity as quickly as possible. Hardy fighting for the puck. Rebellis answers her prayers, stopping the puck from heading down into Bulldog territory. U of M chips this one down into AC territory here. Puck behind the goalie. Centering pass, no one there but Kaylee Hardy. Bulldogs still with the puck. Rebellis trying to get that one out of Bulldog territory. U of M 2-on-1. Nice save right there. The netminder of the Bulldogs makes a quick save and then gets a lucky bounce as the puck slides wide of the pipes.
Yeah, what a nice save. When you're spending the whole period leaning back on that crossbar, and then you're forced to make a nice save on a 2-on-1. That was a great job by the Adrian Bulldog keeper.
We're going to get a penalty right here on Alicia Tate. One of the fans yelled something and they looked up at Ian and I.
I think they said nice hit.
Wolverines with the puck here. I know it was Dan. Wolverines with the puck here. Shipping it back down into Bulldog territory. Got some off-mic friends sharing some information with me here in the booth. All the way back down towards the netminder of the Wolverines. 35 seconds left here in the second period. Looks like this one is going to end tied up. But hold on. Will the Wolverines make an offensive attack here? They will. Down across the red line. Pass will be reeled in. No, Bulldogs forcing the turnover. Still 20 seconds left to do something with. Centering pass by the Wolverines. No one there to take it. Shipped way back down into Bulldog territory. No icing call. Only 7 seconds left here to do something with. Bulldogs stop this one. Fry chips this one back down. And that'll kill the clock here in the second period. Still tied at 1-1. That'll do it here for the second period at the Arrington Ice Arena. We'll be right back with more Bulldog hockey after this short break. Hello and welcome back to the Arrington Ice Arena. My name is Gabriel Schrei, and I'm here live alongside Ian Wendt, bringing you ACHA Division I Women's Ice Hockey. This has been a tight game so far, 1-1. The starters doing a great job tonight, rushing, Floko, LaFlame, and Fry really battling it out down there on the ice. U of M's netminder has been great. The goalkeeper has just really shut things down between the pipes. She's been a stone wall, as you would say. What are you looking for here in this third period, Ian?
All right, I took a minute during the intermission. How do you like this? The terrible tandem on defense for the Bulldogs. Number 9, Jessica Fabro, and number 10, Paige Foucault. They have played a fantastic game. Before the game, we got a minute to talk to Coach Berger about his team. Looking at U of M, he said they're very physical and highly competitive and that we need to match that pressure and intensity. We need to do a good job at staying out of the box. So in this case, kill the penalty. And they've split every series they've played. So this 1-1 score is no fluke. These teams are very evenly matched.
Yeah, you know, Coach Berger said he felt good before the game, except he was a little tight because today was leg day, which I was pretty entertained by. U of M now down in the Bulldog zone here. Bulldog ice has not been a hot place to be this evening, as they have mostly been down on U of M's side of the court. Did I just call this a court?
Yeah, you did.
That was a bad day. U of M now bringing things back down into Bulldog territory. Bulldogs fighting for the puck down on the blue line. Up across the center line. Here comes Summer Fry for the forecheck. U of M putting things back down. Valerie Twig using that speed, almost causing an AC turnover right there. Hardy with a nice stick lift, not letting anyone get that puck but her. Down now in the University of Michigan territory, trying to make a quick move with a loose puck. Deke unable to do so. Dipping the puck all around off of the University of Michigan defender. Bulldogs now on the forecheck and do a great job dipping the puck right back down into U of M territory. Battle on the boards on the home side here. U of M trying to make the breakaway, unable to do so. Twig with the puck here, out across along the boards. Twig again with the puck. Now AC will have the puck in their own zone. Successfully clearing the blue line, they'll get a change. Michigan down back in the Adrian College zone. Twig across behind the keeper. Now down on the blue line. Bulldogs, nice move right there.
That was a nice toe drag.
Up, down, behind the keeper of the Wolverines. AC bringing the heat. U of M pushing things out of their zone and into neutral territory. Good form tackle right there. Bulldogs dipping it all around their zone. U of M stops it at the center line and throws this one right on goal. Bulldogs freezing this puck.
So far in this game, I'm very impressed, not only by that terrible tandem I talked about, but all the defensive pairs for Adrian College. They're working that puck around behind the net, looking for those outlet passes that they weren't finding in the first period, but they're certainly finding them now.
I think Jim Harbaugh saw that tackle and he got a little excited. Battle down by the blue line. Squeezes out to the Bulldogs. LaFlame fighting for this one. LaBelle. Back up to Floko. LaFlame down across the blue line, looking to make a move here. Puck just out of reach, and the larger University of Michigan defender does a good job of getting after that one.
We have a lazy play there by LaFlame, and I think that's going to be a 2-minute tripping call.
I did not see tripping right there, but they called it. Did you see tripping? I didn't see it.
Yeah, I think she got a little lazy, dove, got her stick tangled up. in the defender's legs.
I did not see purposeful tripping right there, but I'm not going to argue on it.
I didn't say it was purposeful. I said it happened.
It happened. Well,
I don't know why.
Face off down in the Bulldogs zone here. Bulldogs win it, but how long will they have it for? U of M harassing it. Puck chips out. Wolverines with it now. Now there was a hooking, but it didn't get called. Slips down into U of M zone. Wolverines down behind their tender. Up across the slot. Working their way down across the blue line. Bulldogs fighting for it. Unable to maintain possession. Chipping this one out across the blue line, and it just barely squeezes out, sliding all the way down into Michigan zone. U of M working this puck around. U of M does a great job right there, passing the puck across the ice, getting the space they need to get it down into the AC zone. Michigan on the forecheck, unable to pin the Bulldogs back. The Bulldogs get a quick change right there. Here in the third period, they've almost played 5 minutes. 40 seconds left on this power play for the Wolverines. Bulldogs trying to kill this penalty as quickly as possible. Twig after the puck now. Dipping this one back around along the boards. Fry after the puck. Nice poke check. Gets the puck away right there and chips it out across the center line. Michigan retreating into their own zone. AC on the forecheck, bringing a heavy amount of pressure. Gets the turnover. Only 10 seconds left on this power play here. U of M trying to make a last-second play. Down in AC territory, looked like she wanted to throw the centering pass, but unable to do so as the Bulldogs get the turnover. The Flame and the Bulldogs at full strength now. Breakaway right here, 2-on-1 opportunity. Nice play by number 3 of the University of Michigan Wolverines. Does a great job. Camilla Vicolone does a good job of getting in front of that pass right there, breaking up the Bulldog party.
That was great 2-on-1 defense by the Wolverines. I'm sure they spend time practicing what they call like special teams, special situations. I'm sure she's made that play thousands of times.
And she does it just right here in the big situation, game time. Puck slips down into the AC zone. Bellis chipping this one off the boards. Unable to keep it, U of M attacking here. And there's the shot on net. Nice save right there by the goaltender for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs crossing the center line, chipping this one down towards the net, getting a change. Speedy attack right here. Parody unable to keep the puck down in the U of M zone. U of M now on the attack, chipping this one towards the net. Wow, that was a great shot right there, Ian.
That was a great shot, but not a very high percentage shot. She did get it on net. A nice job by the defenders putting themselves in position so the keeper doesn't have to make a sprawling save.
13 and a half left here in regulation. One of these teams is going to have to pull out ahead at some point. Bulldogs get the puck here. Down across the center line. Chipping this one out towards the boards. Now back across. Couple of changes of possession there. Twig throwing a centering pass, but it's broken up. Lauren Hughes parked in the slot, waiting for that centering pass she so desperately needs to get that score. And there's that pass, but it's picked off by a defender. Nice play by the Wolverines right there. Throwing this one on net, and this one is going to be covered up. That'll freeze the puck.
I think she was kind of feeling the pressure on that one. Her defenseman kind of, skating around, chasing the puck, not staying home to make that necessary play. So get some fresh legs out there, play some solid defense.
That's always a nerve-wracking moment for any goalie, Ian. You don't ever want to have to be all alone down there in the crease. That's a very vulnerable moment. That's something that I think defines the best goalies, though, is how calm they are when they are all alone and they have to face pressure like that. U of M trying to get out of their zone here. Kirsten LaBelle stops the puck. Twig intercepts that. Fans shouting at a call that was missed. Down on the boards now. Battle for the puck. Bulldogs are going to keep it down there. A little bit of contact up on the glass. Puck squeezes out. Bulldogs with it. Along the boards. Chipping it back towards the center. Wolverines get the turnover here. Twig fighting for the puck. Down across the blue line. Both teams have the chance to come away with it. Twig chips this one back quickly. Unexpected move, but a nice play. Tate up to LaFlame. LaFlame not ready for it. Rushing stops the puck down at the blue line. Nice forecheck by Rushing. There's the shot on net. Oh, and it's dropped! Allison Dungy drops the puck, almost letting the Wolverines have a free one right there.
Well, if you want to talk a lucky bounce, that was one right there. She thought she had it. Ooh.
And another lucky bounce. She just freezes this one, and there's a thrown elbow from Jacqueline Lowe. Jacqueline Lowe was not having any of that noise. Ian, that goal could have come at a cost of $3.99, but at the last moment, the goaltender realized her mistake and fell on the puck.
Takes a special athlete to realize, oh no, I may not have made the best play or the right play, but it's the ability to recover and eventually make the right one. It's a pretty heads-up play.
That was very surprising, and it looked like she noticed it by the way the U of M attacker was still coming at her. Now Hardy down into U of M territory. Werbellis fighting for the puck on the blue line. Jacqueline Lowe back playing defense. Hardy again with the puck. One-on-one opportunity right here. Nice deke. And the U of M defender does a good job of keeping Hardy from getting that shot on net. Out in front, Bulldogs. Nice centering pass, but the Bulldogs unable to make something out of it.
If you want to see a team who's hungry for a goal right now, you need to look no further than the black and gold ladies down there. Boy, they're really hungry for that second goal to give themselves a lead.
Bulldogs being harassed now down by the red line. U of M retreating, trying to regroup here. 10 minutes played here in the third period. And this has been an exhilarating 10 minutes. Both teams exchanging blows, no one able to put away the net. In that second period, it was mostly Bulldogs. In the first period, things were pretty even. And this goaltender for the University of Michigan was very special in that second period.
Yeah, what a great individual effort in that second period. And as we're over halfway through, look at the shots on goal. Adrian's still at 21, so that's an attest to the Wolverine defense, kind of figuring out, how to prevent all these shots from going on net.
In the second period, it looked like they didn't even have the area code of Adrian College, and now here in the third period, they have their exact number. They've really figured things out defensively. Bulldogs trying to clear this one, unable to do so. No, in the end, they are able to. Back down deep in Michigan, in the Michigan zone. Behind the goalkeeper. Chipping things all about down along the boards. Jacqueline Lowe throwing a heavy slap shot right there. That one going wide of the net. U of M chipping this one up across the blue line. Stopped at center ice. Trying to get this one back down to her teammates. Lowe is picked off by a U of M defender. Nice job on the forecheck by the University of Michigan. Werbellis off the boards to her teammate. The Bulldogs now coming down to University of Michigan territory again. Only 8 minutes left here in the third period of the game. No Flame throwing that one towards the net. No help there to get the puck. Bulldogs again with the puck. Rushing here. Back to Werbellis. Werbellis off the boards. Back to Rushing. Now across to Lowe. Lowe back to Werbellis. Working to clear this one from their zone. Now 2-on-2 down on the boards. Big battle here. Kirsten LaBelle really trying to get good body position there. And something works out for her as LaFlame and the Bulldogs are now crossing the blue line down in U of M territory. Throwing one towards the net. Glove save for the goalkeeper.
That wasn't a very high percentage shot for Adrian College. But what it forces is the keeper to ice the puck. Now we have a face-off in U of M zone.
And that allows LaFlame and Rushing to get a change, get some fresh legs in there, and really think about how they're going to make this attack on the U of M zone. Puck down in the slot. Bulldogs fighting for it, and they're going to get it here. Looking for a teammate. Finds one. Slap shot. And that one is wide by a couple of feet. Form tackle on Hardy right there. Bulldogs looking for space. Chipping this one down towards the net.
I think we're going to have a penalty on the University of Michigan.
Interesting one down here. They pulled the goalie for just a moment, even though there's 7.5 minutes left in the game. There's a penalty on the Wolverines.
Yeah, the U of M defender was tied up with a Bulldog forward on that last rush by Adrian College. And this is probably going to force a timeout.
I was confused for a moment, but as soon as there was a penalty there, the Bulldogs coach did a good job of saying, hey, step out of the crease for a moment. Let's get an extra attacker in there. Still 1-1, 7:12 left here in the game. If you're just joining us for this exciting few last minutes here, I'm Gabriel Schrei here live alongside Ian Wendt, bringing you Adrian College TV, Adrian College, Division I Women's Ice Hockey. Nowhere I'd rather be on a Friday night, Ian. It's not Friday.
I mean, we can come back on Friday if you want.
We can come back tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow, too. I'll be here all night.
So if you're Adrian College in this situation, what are you looking for out of your players?
Well, you know, you really got to look for aggressive play on the offensive side here. They've really got to do a good job down here in the U of M zone, attacking, creating space, and getting shots off from the slot. You really want those shots from in front of the crease. Hardy now trying for the centering pass. Does not work. U of M defender there to break things up. Fabro unable to corral the puck. Bulldogs getting real aggressive, real loose, and real fast right here. This is a state I have not seen this women's team in yet this season. Fabro with a nice reception of the pass, but the forecheck of the Wolverines there, just outside of their zone, is great. Centering pass, no one there to take it. Bulldogs with a puck, centering pass again, chipping it towards the goalie. All kinds of contact, scrum in front of the net right here.
I'm seeing a very determined Bulldog hockey team. They feel like they deserve the lead right here. They're going to work real hard to try to bury the second goal.
They're going to have to put this one in the back of the netting if they want to win this game. Someone is going to have to come up with a big goal right here. Still 1 minute and 11 seconds left on that power play. Werbellis with a puck here. Working it around, trying to create the space they need for that centering pass. Battle down on the boards, it squeezes out. Bulldogs favor. Werbellis with a puck here. Taking it off the boards, chipping it up to LaFlame. LaFlame. Back and forth they go. Wrister right there, unable to go in. Slap shot attempt, and it goes wide as well. Too many defenders parked in front of the net there for that slap shot to work in. Werbellis up to LaFlame, chipping this one out of their zone down into the Bulldog zone.
Yeah, if you want a shot like that to go through, you're going to need some googly eyes. Stick them there on that puck. See if it can wind its way through there and get to the back of the net.
Yeah, I've never been more entertained by a choice of words. That puck is going to have eyes if that's going to find the back of the netting. And another great clearing job right there by the U of M Wolverines. They have really done a great job of clearing the puck when things are starting to look dire. And that'll be a great penalty kill by them. Goalkeeper of the Bulldogs freezing the puck right there. 5 ticks left in the game here. 1-1. 24-18 shots. Adrian leading the shots on goal. Ian, who's going to come up with a big play right here?
Boy, me personally, I think that terrible tandem deserves to put it in the back of the net. They've played a great defensive game. We'll see if that translates to offense.
And we have a 2-on-1 opportunity here, but the Bulldogs are going to have to get the centering pass quickly, and we've got icing. We got the icing call right there.
Just an A-plus effort right there, trying to beat the puck and the defender, just unable to.
Ian, 100% right there, going down there for the puck. Unable to do so, so we'll see the face-off in the Bulldog zone. Twig with the puck now, wrapping it around the boards. U of M just barely able to keep the puck down here right there. Battle on the board. Summer Fry unable to get her stick on the puck. Wide open right there for what could have been a great slap shot attempt, but unable to get it off. Bulldogs with the puck here in their zone. Great forecheck by the Wolverines. Wolverines attacking, throwing a wrister, but it's just wide. Now back behind the slot. Only one player parked there on the slot for the Wolverines. The Bulldogs now attacking, throwing a slap shot right there. Nice save. Goalie chooses not to freeze it. Skating around, trying to make some fancy moves and avoid that forecheck. Bulldogs really coming forward and getting aggressive on the forecheck now. They're going to keep the puck down here. Throwing a slap shot right there. Easy save by the netminder.
That shot almost came out of nowhere. There were about 3 people around that puck. Nice job by the goalkeeper. Stay focused, keep your eyes on the puck. Make a nice save.
That's some great awareness. And like I've said, this tender has just done an incredible job down there on the crease all night long. Puck skipping across the crease, speaking of which. Battle on the boards again. Bulldogs coming away with it, chipping it down. U of M zone. Hardy right here. Stick lift, but unable to get the shot into the net. Excuse me. Her stick was lifted right there. She got the wrister off, but was unable to find the back of the net. Great save again by the goalkeeper. U of M winning the race to this puck right here. Trying for the centering pass, unable to do so. Wolverines looking for the space they need. Throwing this one towards the net. Nice centering pass. Bulldogs bust up the party in the slot. Hardy chipping this one down to the U of M zone and then getting a change. Nice job right there on the Bulldog forecheck. Fighting for the puck down by the boards. Kirsten LaBelle. Looked like a hook to me, but they're not going to flag it. Rebellis down on the red line. Rushing, attacking now. Making some quick moves. A tricky move towards the net right there. Unable to make anything happen. Jacqueline Lowe all alone. Throwing this pass. Back around the boards. Wrap around. Nicole LaFlame throwing one. And it's in the center. A shot on net is saved and somehow squeezes back out of that scrum. Play will continue. Only 2.5 left here in the third period.
Well, U of M really dodged the bullet right there. That puck was pretty darn close.
Looked like they had 3 or 4 quick shots on net. All kinds of chipping going on down there in front of the goalie. And if you're the goalkeeper, that's the last thing you want. You don't want that chipping happen. You don't want those easy chipped in goals. You want it to at least be a good goal on you. Jacqueline Lowe not fast enough to catch the puck here. U of M chipping this puck across the Bulldog zone. Bulldogs keeping possession. Rebellis up to Lowe. Lowe back to Rebellis. Wrapping around the boards. Rushing with a puck. Trying to clear it. U of M there to keep it down here in Bulldog territory. Nice play right there by Kirsten LaBelle, who looks to be injured.
Boy, talk about taking one for your team. I think she took that wrist shot off the knee. She's able to, hobble back to the bench.
She looks like she's going to be all right, hopefully.
Yeah, they'll take a good look at it.
Face off here, down in the Bulldog zone. Bulldogs coming away with it. Almost going in the net in the scrum right there. Somehow the net stays in place.
Both teams putting the pressure on back-to-back. Right in that blue area, right in front of the keeper. So far, so good for both netminders.
$1.36 left here in the third period. 29 shots on goal for Adrian, 19 U of M. Nice move right there. Bulldogs now coming down into the U of M zone. They have a chance right here, 2-on-2. And she's going to take the shot. Top shelf, and that's a goal! Adrian College goal! Nicole Parody with an amazing goal right there.
What a shot.
This young lady has had a great season so far here for the Adrian College Bulldogs, making big plays all over the ice. She is the leader in points for this team with 5. That is her 4th goal on the season. She now has 6 points. What a great job right there by Nicole Parody, number 13 of the Bulldogs.
I think she won that face-off. We're going to look at it right here. No, she's on left wing, wins the face-off. And just, what a great effort. Protects the puck. Buries it. Top cheese. What a shot.
Beautiful shot right there by Nicole Parody to put the Bulldogs up 2-1 in the expiring moments of this thrilling match. Third period. 65 seconds left here to go. Bulldogs with the puck down across the red line. Down into U of M territory. Summer Fry with a shot. Easy save by the netminder right there, keeping this one on the crease.
Boy, there's a reason Nicole Parody is the leading point getter on this team. She did it all on that play. Like you said, getting her 6th point on the season.
She took the face off. She crossed through the neutral zone. She deked around the defender, and then she went top shelf. She looked like she was going to throw the centering pass, but she was not afraid to take that shot, and there's a good reason for that. Easy goal right there for her. Let's take another look at that goal real quick. Can we get another look at that, Dan, the tech guy? Timeout right here. Both teams know we're coming into a very critical situation. Going to take another look at this one in slow motion this time. And she is in at left wing, I see right there. Good eyes by Ian Wendt. Bulldogs win the face-off. She takes that one after it's just chipped backwards slightly. Look at that speed. She heads down the ice, across the neutral zone. One defender to beat. Doesn't even deke around her. Comes right around her. Beats her with speed. Goes top shelf. Nothing the goalkeeper can do right there. What a play by Nicole Parody, Ian.
No, she beat, I counted 1, 2, 3 defenders and the goalkeeper. On a play like that, that's bang, bang, you have to be thinking about that move right as you cross that blue line. So nice job right there.
Face off here, won by the Wolverines. Down across the neutral zone into the Bulldog zone. 45 seconds left in this game. Thrilling final moments. This one just behind the net. Goalkeeper out for the Wolverines. They've got a 6th attacker on here. Nice check by the Bulldogs here. Alicia Tate with the puck. Wolverines going to keep this one in Bulldog territory. Here we go. Picked off by the Bulldogs. Headed back down the ice to the center line. Wolverines are going to do a good job on the forecheck right there, keeping the Bulldogs in their own zone. Chipping this one back down to the center line. 14 seconds left in the game here. Wolverines with the puck, throwing one desperately on net. Bulldogs, good job not covering that one up. Time winding now. Only a few seconds, throwing a desperate last-second attempt, and nothing will come of this. No, wait. Are they going to call that a goal? That was too close to call.
What a fantastic finish to regulation. If this goal stands.
It looks like this was a goal. The official now coming over. They're going to say this was a goal, Ian. Let's get a second look at this one here. And looks like it was chipped in on the right side of the net. Yeah, last second goal right there. Here in real time. We'll be back here in real time in just a moment. Officials have said this is a goal, and it is now 2-2. Tied here in the third period. Kind of hockey.
University of Michigan goal is an even strength unassisted goal scored by number 14, Jennifer.
Welcome back here to the Arrington Ice Arena. We're live with bonus hockey. ACHA Division I women's team taking on the University of Michigan Wolverines. And that last-minute goal pushed this game to overtime. And when I say last minute, I mean literally the last second of regulation that puck found its way into the back of the netting. What a thrilling end.
What a fantastic game. If you're Adrian College, you need to shake that off. You need to give Taylor Swift a call, shake that off. Get right back to that offensive zone. See if we can end this game.
If there's any team that can shake something like that off, I know it's this ACHA Division I women's team. They know what they have to do and when they have to do it. And here they know they just have to get down the ice and put this one in the back of the netting. Face off at center ice. Chipping this one out is the University of Michigan Wolverines. Back in their own zone here. They're going to clear this one quickly. Bulldogs regrouping. Fry trying to chip this one across to her teammate, unable to do so. Play broken up by a Wolverines defender. Now on the forecheck is Adrian College and doing a great job of putting pressure on U of M.
Whoa, where's the call?
Big hit right there. Fans yelling for a call. No call. Lowe fighting for the puck down on the boards.
They're going to let him play.
Chipped right out across the red line. Puck still at center ice. Down across into U of M. Now out of the U of M zone, across neutral territory and down to the Bulldog zone. Fighting for the puck is U of M. Being chipped all over. Bulldogs come away with it now in the U of M zone. Big contact right there. Kirsten LaBelle fighting for the puck. And interesting lack of calls here in overtime. Chipped on net right there. Puck frozen by the goalkeeper. 3:19 left here in the first overtime.
I think the refs got together and said, you know what, we'll let them play this game out.
I think the Zebras said the same thing, Ian. I can agree to that all day long. Bulldogs coming away with the puck here. Stopped by the U of M defender. Good job by the defense right there. Chipping this one on net. Goalkeeper was ready. Good awareness right there. She makes the easy cover. A little bit of a late hit puts Alicia Tate on top of the goalie.
On a shot like that, it may not have looked like much, but if you can elevate the puck, puts a lot more pressure on the goalie to make that.
That's a tough save to make. You know, when you're playing catch with your friends and you don't want to look dumb in front of your football friend or your baseball friend and you're trying harder to make that catch, you get nervous and you miss the catch. That's kind of what happens to that goalie right there. You get nervous when all the pressure's on you. Centering pass right there. U of M defense is there to push this one to the edge of their zone. Bulldogs throwing another centering pass. Alicia Tate being harassed by the U of M defense. Good job right there by the U of M Wolverines with a stick lift. Bulldogs having to retreat into their own zone. We're halfway through this overtime already. Bulldogs regrouping for another offensive attack. U of M on the forecheck. Doing a great job of so, but here we go. We've got the big open space. Oh! And we're going to get the penalty shot. Nicole Parody looked like she was chop blocked right there. Coach Euchre would be proud over there in the Maryland Sports and Fitness Center. So the Bulldogs are going to get a penalty shot here.
Yeah, she was able to get that centering pass, split the defenders.
Let's take a look at that penalty right there, Ian. Nicole Parody had the puck. She was wide open to get another big goal, and she was form tackled right there, or maybe that was a great chop block, whatever you like to see it as, if you're me. So now the Bulldogs, that happened in the Arrington, you know, it was last year, I think it was St. Norbert. It was St. Norbert. And let's take a look at this first. Nicole Parody now deking around. Here it comes. Oh, and a great save right there by the goaltender to extend this game here in overtime. The last time we saw a penalty shot, the Bulldogs were tied with Oswego State in the playoffs. In the first period, Tony Kujava threw his stick, and Kyle Brothers diced him up and went top shelf for the goal. Battle down on the boards here in the U of M zone. Bulldogs fighting for that puck, unable to keep it. U of M now on the attack. The Wolverines, nice move right there. The Bulldogs trying to bust up the party. High shot, and it's saved. A little bit of contact down there in the crease. The puck bounced up high. We got a little pushing down there, a little bit of shoving. Things cool off right away, though, exactly what you want to see in a good team sport. We'll have the face-off here in the Bulldog zone. Bulldogs win it. All kinds of pressure coming. U of M looking to keep this puck here. Bulldogs get the puck back. Nice pass, just wide of LaFlame, though, unable to corral that one. Last time I said there's 1 minute and 36 seconds left in this game. We saw 2 goals. I'll say it here again. Bulldogs with the puck here in their own zone. Looking to clear this one. Chipped out. Wolverines with the puck. Bulldogs create the turnover, slipping it along the boards. Wolverines will not allow this one to be cleared. Bulldogs with the puck here. Here's another big one. Nicole LaFlame, and the bigger defender puts her into the boards. 60 seconds left here in overtime. Bulldogs come up with the puck in the U of M zone. Jacqueline Lowe trying to keep this one here, and she does. Still fighting for it down by the red line. LaFlame getting her stick on this one, chipping it back. Wolverines come up with it, throwing this one on net. This one goes wide. Bulldogs trying to get after the puck here. Alicia Tate with the puck, back around along the boards. Nicole LaFlame coming after this one, unable to get it. Alicia Tate gets a hold of this one, doesn't realize she has it. Just wide of the net, my goodness. I don't think she even saw that one, Ian. Right in front of the net, and there's the shot. University of Michigan scores. That'll do it here from the Arrington. 3-2 victory for the University of Michigan Wolverines. Let's take a second look at that play. Wolverines were not going to let the Bulldogs clear that one. Went just wide of the net right there, and the Bulldogs thought they were going to have the opportunity to get this out of their zone. It got chipped out in front, and a great goal right there by number 8 of the University of Michigan Wolverines, Sarah Lather. Ian, that was a great game. Who's going to be your Bulldog of the game here? Are we going to pick someone as the player of the game here tonight?
Yeah, I'll pick a player of the game tonight. It was a pleasure to be up here and call this wonderful hockey game at the Arlington Ice Arena. My player of the game, I called her to look out for at the start of this. Number 10, Paige Fuco. She played a fantastic defensive game. She was where she needed to be. Really.
Might look too bad. And then I like to do this, get this ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for attending tonight's game and hope that you will be able to join us again